You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Road Rants for Black and White Sports. We're going to talk about Adam Silver and the NBA's continued relationship with China, as it seems Adam Silver is in no rush to back out of it. Yesterday, I made a video about the NBA ratings being up about this much. And part of it is because LeBron James, is not in the NBA playoffs. There was a noticeable difference. However, people like me still will not watch. Chris Paul is in the NBA Finals, finally. The Phoenix Suns, a team that I like a lot. Barkley played for him back in the day. He's my favorite player. And I love the idea of one of these older veterans finally getting a ring, especially somebody with a good work ethic that has come up just short a few times like Chris Paul. But I'm still not going to watch. And part of it is because of China. And honestly, the NBA ratings are still bad. They're still shitty, okay? Regardless of whether they're up a tick, they're still down a ton compared to 2019. Okay, so while a few people came back from LeBron, a lot of people like myself didn't come back. Between the Marxist BLM and the NBA's relationship with China and the fact that, look, the NBA works for Nike. Let's be real. And Nike works for China. This is how this works. So let's get to this article because it's from Fox News, and it talks about Adam Silver. He's not going to back off. Adam Silver talks about China and the league's future following the 2019-2020 firestorm. This is the whole Daryl Morey thing and the Hong Kong issue. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver addressed the league's relationship with China in a press conference Tuesday night prior to Game 1 between the Suns and the Bucks. Silver said it was important to foster relationships the league has built, but made it clear the league wasn't, quote, blessing everything the Chinese government does. You got to put your money where your mouth is, Adam Silver. Quote, it's hard to divorce what's happening with the NBA from larger geopolitical issues between the U.S. and China. I do think it remains important that particularly when tensions are high between governments, that we foster these sports, educational, and cultural relationships, he said via Pro Basketball Talk. Quote, it certainly doesn't mean that we are blessing everything that happens in China by any means. We are at root and an American company. No, you're not. No, you're not. And so we follow U.S. government policy. But it's still my expectation that we continue to distribute our games in China. And we can play a productive role in helping people of the United States and the people of China have a better understanding of each other. And see, we're all human beings and there's a commonality between all of us. Yeah, except they're using slave labor, dude. The firestorm around the NBA's relationship with China started last season when then Houston Rockets general manager Daryl Morey tweeted his support for Hong Kong protesters. The tweet kicked off controversy to start the 2019-20 season with China pulling ads showcasing the NBA preseason games in the country. The digital media partner of the NBA in China, Tencent, since 2009, also put a halt to showing NBA games for a period of time. Last July, the league was in the midst of another controversy, and this is the thing. When a basketball academy in China, the camp was criticized due to its proximity to the camps where the Chinese government has detained million Uyghur Muslims. Yeah, Adam Silver, good God. Prisoners there have said they have experienced their experience consisted of brainwashing and torture. Republican lawmakers led by Josh Hawley and Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee pressured Silver and the NBA to elaborate on its relationship with China. The league said last July it ended its relationship with the camp. Yeah, but the fact is you're still capitalizing off that almighty Chinese dollar. And we're seeing this in a lot of things. Hollywood, the NBA, they're after that Chinese dollar. They're after that Chinese buck. And look, as Americans, We are looking for a league like the NBA to come out and make a statement and end the relationship. Sever it. Okay? The fact is, you cannot be a pro-American company while being a pro-Chinese company. You can't do it. You're not capable of doing both things, all right? It's non-optional, all right? Americans that care about the fact that they're over there torturing people, and in part, we don't know what they're doing to make some of these materials and some of these jerseys and Nikes and all this other stuff that's going over there. There's atrocities taking place, right? And never mind the other things that communist China is doing. Never mind that. Never mind how much they influenced the way things turned out in 2020, if you know what I'm saying. But no, the NBA can never come back until they realize we've got to unlock away from China, get away from China, quit doing business with them. So are a lot of other companies. I'm looking at you, Disney. I'm looking at you, Lucasfilm. I'm looking at you, MCU. And so many of you folks in Hollywood, too. Same thing as the NBA. Exact same thing. And what kills me about this, and I'm just being real, Nike and the NBA are tied in with a country, for lack of a better way of putting it, they hate blacks. Okay? That country hates blacks. And there are black players in the NBA that won't speak out against China. Dude, they don't like you. I mean, they make that obvious. They don't. My God, they had signs up during the whole pandemic. There were literally signs up that said some black people were not allowed in Chinese restaurants because they thought black people were carrying the thing more than other people. What does that tell you? But yet, your players that care all about social justice won't step up and say anything, and that's because Nike and the NBA have got a gag order on them. Adam Silver, you've got to separate yourself from that country, or some of us like me will never come back. I don't care if the ratings go up another 2 million. They will never go back to being 20 million where they were just 4 years ago for the finals, or 5 years ago. You'll never get back to that because you can see a blatant correlation between the relationship in China increasing and people's caring about basketball in America going down. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. If you're listening to us on podcast, hit subscribe. If you're new to Black and White Sports, hit subscribe. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.